is up? My name's Nick with Sunshine State RVs. We're the #1 Class B dealership in the state of Florida. We're #2 in the whole United States of America. And I just got the opportunity to drive this beautiful Tiffin GH1 all over the Sahara, the Baja, the Moab, up and down the mountains, all the way through Utah and Arizona and California. No, I'm joking, I didn't drive it anywhere. But I can imagine, had I driven this thing everywhere, I would have absolutely loved it. I did drive it around here a little bit. I have taken off-road a very little bit. But here in Gainesville, Florida, we don't have all those beautiful mountains and all that. We have the swamp and we have sun and heat. But this video is, guys, a big announcement. We are carrying the Tiffin GH1. And the more I learn about it, the more I love it. And yes, I know, everyone's first comment, Tiffin is owned by Thor. I get it. Thor bought Tiffin a couple years ago. I totally understand that, but let me tell you, Bob Tiffin, the legend, the man, the myth, he's the one that started it, and he shows up to work every day at 6 a.m. And you think he's gonna let anybody ruin his company? There's no chance. So Tiffin has been making $1 million Class A's, and now they're making these great off-road vans. This GH1 is a great example of an off-road adventure van, and Tiffin is making it in the same building, the same line, the same workers in Red Bay, Alabama, that they made their big Tiffin buses for the last 50 years that Bob Tiffin made himself and services, and he's there every day at work at 6 a.m. like clockwork. He has not given up on the place. He has not let Thor go in and do his thing. They are still making high quality products. And I can tell you that this Tiffin that I just went through, I'm impressed with. I don't know about anything else that Thor does. What I do know is that I like this RV. And so take it for what it's worth. I get it. Everybody says that. And we hesitated in the beginning until Dave Martinez came and told me, just take a look at this van, Nick. I think you're going to love it. So this is the GH1. This is the One Up. This is the one that they threw everything in. And this is the brand new 2027 model. This just came out this week. This is the first one in the country, 2027, with all the big upgrades. Guys, this is going to be a lot of fun going through this. So this is it. I mean, this is a 19-foot all-wheel drive Sprinter. It has the roof rack, it has the diamond shield, it has a full suspension upgrade, it has the LED lights and the air compressors, it has the lithium, it has the solar, it has the insulation. I mean, it has everything that you would want in a 19-foot all-wheel drive Sprinter van. I absolutely love it. So just looking at it, you can see it comes adventure ready. I mean, it comes with the LED lights. It comes with the diamond shield. It comes with the high performance headlights. This is their absolute top of line. It comes with the LED lights built into the roof rack. As you look, it has the BFGoodrich off-road tires. It has the full Fox suspension. This is the 2.0 in the front and the 2.5 in the back. This easily can be upgraded to the 4.3 Fox Agile, the full rip kit, very easily. They give you a nice big running board. They even give you right here a little bottle opener for your Coke or your beer or whatever it is you decide to drink. But they give you this here so that way as you walk on, it's a nice big step board that the dirt can actually fall through it as you're walking into it. This is a nice big ladder that has holes in it so you can strap things to it and just bungee cord right to these holes. You don't have to zip tie and do all this other stuff. The ladder can also hold 500 pounds. Now, I weigh 226 pounds and I can easily jump up and climb up this ladder, and I can stand up here and I can see all the solar. I see the Girard air conditioner. I see the roof rack. You can mount things on the other side there. So I love how easy it is to climb up and down this ladder and how big it is there. So that's great. So right here, this already comes gray from Mercedes. So what Tiffin decided to do was they went ahead and they painted this also with that nice hard Rhino guard. So that way it kind of gives it a cool look, but it also protects the bottom of your van to where when you are going through the brush or you're up or you're going through rocks or whatever it is, this has a protectant coating on it and also looks good. So there's your gray tank. This is your cassette toilet. So this does have a cassette toilet in it. So obviously, if you're camping, you don't have to go to a campground. You can just pull this out, you open it up, and you can walk the dog wherever you need to go. And then when you're done, you can take it and you can dump it wherever you need to dump it. They also make a bag. You can dump it in a bag, tie the bag, and throw it in the trash can, because the bag has like this powder solution in it that will disintegrate and all this fancy science stuff that I never learned when I was in school. You do have your exhaust there for your, it's not Timberline, but for your gas fuel-driven heater. You do have your full suspension back here. All you gotta do is add a leaf spring to this and a few other things, and it's a full rip kit. They do go in there and they double secure everything. Everything is mounted and double secured in there, so that way as you are taking it off-road, it can take the beating that you're giving it. I really like this Tiffin logo on here, and Tiffin is also branded in the wheels. I like the bigger wheels. I like the BFGoodrich tires. This is the One Up version, so the One Up is their highest end that they make on a Sprinter chassis like this. This is the off-road, adventure ready. Everything is on this, ready to roll. Smart plug, you plug in and you can go to a campground, but you don't have to. You have 810 amp hours of lithium batteries. You have a 3,000 watt inverter. You got 280 watts of solar on the roof. You have a second alternator, which is an underhood generator that charges the batteries up while you're driving. So you don't have to ever plug in if you don't want to. Obviously you can, but you don't have to. And I know I just spouted off all that information, and it's very intimidating and it's a lot, right? But what we do at Sunshine State RVs is we fly you in, pick you up at the airport, bring you here, teach you how to use your entire RV, let you stay in a campground for the first 2 nights. We actually are building a campground back here on the lake, so that way you can stay on property. This is our new dealership that is in the middle of being built right now. You can stay right here on property, learn how to use your van. If you have any issues, you're 100 yards away from us, to where we just walk out there and we help you, we fix your issues. No problem. If you forgot anything we taught you, we help you as well. Then once you're gone, we have tech support. We have a guaranteed 5-day service appointment. We have valet within 100 miles. We offer so much in our Sunshine State Elite Club that you're going to be blown away. So this is the back. So a lot of these adventure vans put boxes and racks and MOLLE panels and all kinds of stuff back here. And I asked Dave Martinez when he was here yesterday, giving me my training on this, I said, Dave, why don't you put anything on the back? This kind of looks naked. Like, what are you thinking about here, man? Why are you cheaping out? You guys went through all this effort on every other thing, but you're cheaping out on the back, you don't do anything. He says, Nick, that's a great question. He goes, what do you want on the back of yours? I'm like, you know what? I love to have a spare tire right here, and I love to have a big box I can put my golf clubs in. He was great. I don't golf. I don't want that same box. And he's like, truthfully, I'm not changing a spare. I want 2 boxes, so that way I can put all my hiking gear in one, and I can put my hiking gear here, and then I want a bike rack on top. I was like, huh, that's different. And then another guy comes and he's like, I want 2 spare tires so I can take this thing to the absolute limit and go anywhere without thinking about getting a flat tire. And another guy wants 2 big boxes so that way he can have his skis in one and his golf clubs in the other. He's like, everybody wants something different. So we partnered with AWD, which is great, and we made this AWD ready. So this is GH1 AWD ready here and here. So that way they've already drilled the holes, they've already mounted the brackets, they've already got it ready for whatever AWD accessory you want. Tiffin has it ready to where you just say, you know what? I want the spare tire and I want the box from AWD. Let's put them both there and we're good to go. So Tiffin has already done half the work for you, or for us at the service shop. And so we appreciate that. And this bad boy is ready to go with whatever box, combination, bike rack, spare tire you want. This bad boy is ready to rock and roll. 5,000 pounds of towing. You have your Mercedes parking sensors, which I love, especially if you have boxes and all this other stuff. It's hard to see. I mean, the cameras are great, the 360 view camera, but it's nice to have the parking sensors as well. Something else that Tiffin does that a lot of the other brands don't, they give you this bump out, and their bump out is 4 inches wider than most of the other bump outs. So that way you can be 6'4" and sleep in this bed inside. And I'll show you when we walk in what that means. But these bump outs are wider, so that way you have more room in the bed. As we're walking around, this has the Girard awning. This is the same Girard awning, a little shorter, that's on their $1 million buses. The same one that Zephyr has on it, this Tiffin GH1 has. So that's just part of just one of the small things that has kind of trickled down from the $1 million buses that Tiffin makes, all the way down from the Wayfarer and all the way down to the GH1. And I say down because it's smaller, not down because it's less quality or less components in it. So Tiffin's done a great job being consistent through their entire line. I personally have never been in a Zephyr, so maybe one day I'll go in it and I can compare and be like, huh, this looks just like a GH1. But I've seen pictures, I've watched videos, and I've seen a lot of what, I've been in the Tiffin buses, I've never been in their highest end one before. So this is kind of where you camp. You got your big running board here. I like how they give you all the holes in it, so that way the dirt just kind of falls through when you do get in, which is really nice. So the outside's adventurous, the outside's really nice, rugged and tough. When you go inside, they're gonna bring that consistency in there, but it's also gonna be pretty comfortable, and I'm gonna show you why right now. So instead of starting on the inside like we normally do, I'm gonna show you the back of this thing because this is the garage. This is a pretty awesome area back here. So this is the big garage area. There are these tracks here that you can mount things to. So if you have a bike, if you have any kind of equipment, paddle boards, skis, whatever kind of equipment you have, you can mount them there, and you can mount them up top as well. And so it holds it in place. I really love how they give you all this metal in here. This is very durable. You can kick it, you can bang stuff up against it. You can, I mean, this is indestructible. They give you the penny flooring. This van has no USB wood, it has no MDF, it has none of that fake wood in it. This is all, I mean, there's a honeycomb floor underneath this that is very durable. It's flat all the way through. So I really enjoy how they do that. They also kind of give you this rough Rhino guarded trim here. So as you're getting in, it kind of, you know, you're not scratching the edges or the corners, which happens a lot. I really appreciate how they kind of CNC machine everything here. So it's not just stickers that'll fade and peel off. Everything is there. So you got your battery heater, you got your tank heater. Once you turn those on, once it gets down, so the lithium batteries and the tank heaters, once it gets down to like 29 degrees or 30 degrees, those heaters automatically turn on. They don't just stay on all the time and drain your battery. Once you turn it on, they stay off until it senses that you are at the lower temperature, and then they turn on. You do have your water stuff is outside, but here you have all of your gauges, all of your controls, so that way you can drain, you can siphon your water out. So if it is getting too cold, you can drain your water out. You do have an outside shower here. So what you would do is you would take your outside shower hose just like this, and you'd hook it right in there. And then now you can shower. You can probably mount it somewhere and use it. You can clean your dog. You can clean your stand-up paddleboard. You can clean your skis off. Whatever it is you need, you have access right here. And all of this can get wet because none of this is gonna get ruined getting wet. So even if you put stuff in here while it's still wet and it drains, you just kind of wipe it down and you're good to go. So I love how they've made this very, very durable. So there is a screen that rolls down, and you can have it be, that's the nightshade, and it's also the screen, which is really nice. Something else that's very cool is they give you these MOLLE panels on these here, so you can strap things to it. You can do Velcro, you can do bungee cords, you can put a hamper there, you can put all kinds of stuff there. And something else that I love, the way that they did this, was they made the lithium batteries very, very accessible. So there's two little wing nuts here, and then this here is made to fold down, and you can see the lithium batteries right here. You can service them, check them out. So this is a 3,000 watt Victron inverter. So what that inverter does is you can have it on your app. You can control and you can see your battery levels. You can see your inverter, how much it's using, what's working on it. Then you have three 270 amp hour battle-borne batteries. And my quick math is that is 810 amp hours of batteries. So with that, you can run this Girard air conditioner for at least 8 hours with it just on. You put it at 70 degrees, 68 degrees, and just let it run, and it will, a bug just got in my mouth. That's disgusting. You can run this air conditioner, you can run the fridge and all the lights on these lithium batteries for 8 hours. So I love how they give you all that right here. You can see it, you can touch it. And as a service shop, we have a big service shop as well. I love that my guys can move this and they can work on them and do anything you need. So that's pretty awesome how they do that. And I love the MOLLE panels here as well. So this just kind of hooks right back in there just like this, and very easy. You know, Tiffin's had a little experience at this. I bet Old Bob Tiffin wishes he would have built vans a little sooner. I love the LED lights here. I love the compartments there. LED lights here, more of this. So this is the area under the bed. Now the bed's right above me. When we get inside, I'll lower the bed and kind of show you all of that. But I absolutely love this area back here. So let's jump out, let's walk around, and let's jump on the inside of the front, and then I can really show you the other side of it. So I absolutely love the inside of this and how this is a dinette here. This can kind of sit this way. This one swivels. There's 2 seats there that can kind of go back and forth. And this is their One Up, as you can tell, GH1 One Up. This is their upgraded interior. So they upgrade the driver and passenger seat, and they also upgrade both of these. So this is a real nice diamond stitched leather, very durable. These are both power seats and heated seats from Mercedes. So some of this cool stuff that comes standard is all the Mercedes upgrades. So the big screen, the push button start, you have all of your adaptive cruise control, you have all of your stuff here. Something else very cool. So you got all these light bars, right? So they give you this little monitor right here, bumper lights or light bar. So you can press those and it come on, but they use like a CNC machine even to cut those out, which is cool. There's also a battery button here. Hold that down and your engine battery is low. It will grab power from your lithium batteries, transfer it up here and help you start your engine. But this is what's cool. I've always seen that. So a lot of vans have had that for years. It's the other way around also. Let's say you drain your lithium batteries down and you can't jump start them. You turn your engine on, you hold that down, and in about 30, 40 seconds, it will pump enough juice into your lithium batteries to bring those back to life also. Pretty awesome to have that button right up here on the side, the left side of your steering wheel, to where you can do your engine battery or your house battery. So I love that. Something that is standard also, this is called a Wolf Box always on rear view camera mirror. So there's a camera here. So if you look, I put my hand there, there's a camera and it is recording. You see how it's recording right there? 18 seconds, 20. So this will always record. So this is the front view and that's the back view, and there's the time on it. And obviously you can change the views. You can change the brightness if you want. You can make it brighter. You can make it more dim. We can do just the rear view. You can take a picture if you want. So I just took a snapshot picture, and you can play back. So if you want to go back and play back the different videos, you can see kind of where it's been, what's going on. So if we want to look at there, you can see this is us driving it around here. So it's pretty awesome. All of the controls, this comes standard. Guys, this is like a $3,000 camera upgrade that just comes standard on this. How awesome is that? Like, these are some of the things. This is something else that's pretty cool. This is a Luna bed. So this is a van front cab air mattress. This thing's about 500 bucks. This is the air mattress that comes standard over the front 2 seats. That way you can sleep more people. I thought that was pretty awesome that they include that. These floor mats here, these are Tiffin branded rubber floor mats. They come standard as well. So, you know, there's just some really cool stuff that Tiffin is including with this GH1 Up to show you, hey, we are giving you everything. So brand new for 2027 also is the JBL speakers here, JBL speakers in the back, and a Bluetooth module so you can connect your phone and play Bluetooth speakers everywhere. As we're kind of looking here, it comes with a microwave. Most adventure vans do not come with a microwave. All of this storage here, I mean, that is pretty intense how that is. This is a roof access point. So what this is a Starlink ready. So all you do is you plug the Starlink in here, plug the Starlink on the roof, and it is Starlink ready. So all of that is right there. You store the Starlink in there and it comes Starlink ready, which is nice. You know what I didn't show you outside? The air compressor. So in the front and the back, there's an air compressor chuck. So that way all you gotta do is plug in your air compressor hose. You can air up your tires, you can air down your tires, you can blow up a stand-up paddleboard, you can blow up a raft, you can blow up an air mattress if you want to sleep outside. So there's front and rear access ports for the onboard air compressor for the front and the rear, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of reading some of this because I don't always know. There's a slide out cargo tray option. You could do a slide out cargo tray in the back there if you wanted. It doesn't always come with them. And then, you know, obviously all the lithium batteries, 810 amp hours, 12 volt lithium. Oh, here's the JBL thing right here. So you can turn it up and down there. You can Bluetooth control it. So this is neat, right? So this is obviously branded Tiffin. That's a pretty tough brand. You have your Agua Hot furnace and heater. You have your Victron screen here. There's also an app that controls that. You do have your light switches here. You know, I was talking to them the other day. I appreciate having buttons for lights. You know, there's so many times there are screens and computers and all that. Sometimes I just want to walk in and press a button, you know? So I like that. One cool thing is when the bed's up, you have a lot of storage, but when you drop the bed, it's very easy. You just press a button, you lower the bed down. It goes down pretty quickly, because when I'm tired, I'm ready to go to bed now. It's lowered. They give you a little step right here. You step on the step, you climb up, and now you're in bed. So now this is where I mentioned they give you that extra 4 inches. So I do have plenty of space, my feet and my head. So I have room at my feet and I have room here on my head. I have the AC right above me to where it can keep me cool. I like to sleep at, you know, Gary Brecka recommends to live forever. You have to sleep at 67 degrees at night. My wife thinks that's cold, but Gary Brecka says you got to do it if you want to live forever. So I like this here. You do have a light here that is also on a dimmer. So if you want to read a book, if you want to have a dim light, you got USB, you have USB-C here. You have lots of options. There's also 110 plugs. So really like this, you know, you have a window here for some natural light, for some air. So this is a big bed, 6'3", 6'4" in here. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. When I touch my feet there, I have, look at all this room I have here. I mean, that's at least 4 inches. So lots of room there as well. Then getting out of the bed is just as easy as getting in because they give you a little step there, which is nice. And then you press a button and the bed goes right back up, just like it came down. So, you know, this is oh, and in the One Up GH1, they give you this upgraded mattress, which is really nice. So lots of cool upgraded things that come in the One Up version. So we have that there. Now, something pretty neat. We got 2 things here. We got a kitchen area and then we have a bathroom. So the kitchen area is easy access inside, outside. If you did want to keep the door shut, you could open the window and you can have it there and you can hand things in and out if you wanted. If you did want to open the door, there is a like kind of a countertop extension that goes down outside that you can put things on as well. You do have your fridge here, which is nice. You can open and close it there. You can access it from the outside. I love that they tell you there's a latch on it right there, like people don't know. Latch this before you go, but this is extra countertop extension also. So if you want to cook, if you want to have an extension there, there is a induction stove in here that they give you. So the induction stove can be stored right in here. There's room for it right there. It's perfect. It can be stored there. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. You have a microwave, but you have, this is a cutting board that they give you as well. So you can store the induction stove there, take it out, put it on here. This is the bamboo cutting board. You can cook. If you don't want to use it, you just keep it latched and shut. You have a countertop. You have hot and cold water here. You have a garbage disposal. Turn that on. You have a little macerator. It kind of brings everything down. You do have some drawers here, which are pretty nice. There's one more drawer down here. Nice big garbage pail drawer as well. And then this is that step I was telling you about. And then here you do have like a pantry style cabinet there as well. So these are really tight because they want them to be tight. They can be loosened to where they're easier to open and close, but they wanted it to be pretty tight to where they hold up. So in the bathroom, you do have a double door. So you would open one side and then you would open the other. And it does give you a little privacy if you want it from the bed. So if you have, you know, somebody in there, you want to have the door open, you can. To use the bathroom, you can stand in it and you can use it. You can also sit on it. This does swivel already, and that's how you flush it there. It is hooked to the cassette toilet. You do have a shower as well, which I like, but I'm 6 foot tall and I can stand up here. There's not a lot more room in here besides 6 foot. That is about the max, but you know, sitting on the toilet's not bad. If you did want to sit outside, you could. If you did want to sit like this, you could do that as well. Little storage thing there for shampoo. That would not fit all of my wife's shampoos. My wife, I always tell her she's like a shampoo collector. I don't know how many shampoos you need. I mean, I use a bar of soap and just rub it in my hair. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, but this is a great bathroom. There's also shelves here if you did want to put, if you didn't want to use it as a shower, if you want to use it as storage, which a lot of people do, you can put shelves there, and here, and you can store things in here. You know, in a 19-foot Sprinter van, storage is pretty important. And so they give you the the opportunity to have a lot of storage. So really appreciate that as well. You know, there's so much stuff that Tiffin has done in here that is great, right? So like 3-point seat belts. These also have the child hooks here. This also, if you have kids like mine, I got 4 kids. Today they're 21, what did I say? 21, 20, 17, and 15. At one point, they were 2, 4, 6, and 8. If you put a 4 and a 6-year-old next to each other, only one of them is going to come home alive. So we need this little gap here, and then I really need to build some kind of divider between them so that way they don't bite and pinch and claw and kill each other. But I like how they give you, especially for a bigger guy like me, I like having a little more space so I'm not rubbing legs also with the person next to me. So unless it's my wife and I like rubbing her legs. So this is, it goes sideways. It can also go up and it can go back. And then this can also go here. So if you did want to go up with it and you wanted to recline it a little more, you can easily do that. So they give you some flexibility in it. Just depends on your comfortable driving position. So really like that. You know, all kind. Oh, they give you a little hanging rod right here. So this rod here, you can't do pull-ups on it, but you can hang shirts. You can, you know, hang your dirty towels. You can hang whatever you want. You know, there's a light there, but you can hang things here. They also give you some storage right above this here. So you have storage all up there. And then the JBL speakers, like I mentioned. So guys, I know this video is getting long and I know that this is a new product and I'm getting very excited. I mean, you got blackout and you also have a screen and then you also have another screen. You just lower this and you got a screen there. So there's so many things in this GH1 that I can keep going and going and going, but I think you're getting the picture that this is a Tiffin GH1, the One Up series. Bob Tiffin still has his hands on everything that happens at Tiffin Motorhomes. Yes, Thor does own them. I like to put that out there because people remind me of that when we talk about this, but that does not mean, I mean, Thor doesn't buy unsuccessful, low quality companies. They're buying high quality companies that are doing well, that have a good reputation. They own Airstream. I mean, Airstream is still one of the most iconic brands of motorhomes, but Tiffin has not given up their quality. Oh, one other thing, it gives you a 2-year warranty. This is the only van like this that has a 2-year warranty on it, which is pretty awesome. I don't typically talk price in these videos because someone could watch this 2 years from now and the price is totally different and pricing is all over the place. But for what this is a phenomenal value. Phenomenal value for what this is. So Tiffin's done a great job of giving you a lot of quality and giving you a great price on this Mercedes Sprinter all-wheel drive 19-foot adventure van. So check this out. We also have the SE version of it. We have the other floor plans. We have the whole Tiffin van line at Sunshine State RVs, and we will deliver them for free anywhere in the United States. So give us a call, give us a chance. We appreciate all of the loyalty. We appreciate everybody calling us, watching these videos, and supporting a small RV dealership in Gainesville, Florida. Thank you very much.